Right.
Yeah.
Um, that's great. Great answer. Um, what are some of the things a person might do on a daily basis to check their correct posture?
Well, taking a few minutes to be mindful, even though mindful
Mm,
is such an overlooked like answer,
yeah.
being mindful and being aware just gives us the choice. Like back to that we need the choice. If you don't have the awareness, you don't have the choice. And it's so
Mm,
easy to ignore it. So the first place I start is a couple times a day I just become mindful no matter what I'm doing. So even if I sit on a couch, the first thing I do is I'm like, how is my posture? Or how do I feel? Is really the question I ask myself. It's not even how is my posture, it's how do I feel? Do I feel like I'm slouching? Do I feel like I'm leaning forward? Do I feel like I'm holding myself up, or am I just sinking into the couch? That's one thing. The next thing
hmm
is actually when I get into bed, I I do these like stretch and relax exercises to feel my own body. I do this for like 2 minutes. I recommend my clients do this as well. And that's the other place where you can feel and gain an awareness of your body and notice what you really should be stretching or moving. Like we need to be moving our body a lot more than many of us do. So just move. So like
Yeah.
sometimes it's just literally move, like wiggle your shoulders, wiggle your hips, do a squat if your body's calling it. And yeah, squats are
Yeah.
super important. The
Yeah. These really are, aren't they? Squats are very important. And why are
hundred,
they important?
um, well, they're important because it's moving so many muscles for, and the one of the prime movers of a squat, or what should be, is our glutes. But oftentimes we're using our hamstrings to drive a squat up.
Hmm
And it can help correct our body so much to keep on doing squats, get the big leg muscles working, get the blood flow pumping, get our glutes, our butt muscles engaged, because they should be a lot stronger than they are in most of us. And a
Yeah.
squat is so important. It's one of the 7 primal patterns of movement. And have you ever heard of that by
Yes.
Paul Chek? I know he coined that term years ago. But yeah, I think using that as a framework, a squat is one of the key primal patterns of movement. So I know with a yogi squat, it's really wide, which is awesome, and then more of a
Mhm.
traditional fitness squat, it's more narrow. They're both so important. I don't
Yeah.
think you should choose one or the other. We got to do
Do
them both.
both.
Yeah.
Do both. Um, are there any of your clients who have made remarkable progress in your program?
So many of my clients. And
Mm,
one of the things that I believe is that hope is the opposite of pain. if
yeah.
you if you're in pain, you start to lose hope. And most of the successful clients that I've had have been the ones that actually found a physical therapist that didn't serve them and didn't help them go to where they wanted to. So they lost the
hmm
connection with themselves. They started trusting the physical therapist, where there's some phenomenal, like there's a reason why physical therapy is so great, but some of them, like every industry, are not that great, and they
hmm
didn't lead them to success, and they started feeling like they cannot heal. They lost hope. So by getting them connected with their body, by doing these unique exercises, or I call them stretch exercises, they started believing in their own patterns of movement again. They started believing that they could get down on a toilet properly. And because
hmm
many of my clients are seniors, so
Right.
getting down on a toilet was literally a concern, that they would have pain getting up. So that
Yeah.
in itself, the physical therapist wanted to address their movement, but didn't address the fact that they were scared to get up and down off the toilet. And
hmm
that's a surprisingly common thing. And the other aspect of clients that I've helped is helping them open up themselves to yoga, putting them on a path where they were not accepting of yoga before. They were burdened by stress, and now they're using yoga to manage that stress.
That's wonderful.
So
And
so I t-
that
I
is that is a really amazing transition into yoga for your clients from being into the therapy and then transitioning into yoga. How does that look? How does that, I mean, people must change not only physically but mentally as well.
It's so exciting to watch the mind open up like that. Um, because I didn't realize, like, even going back 2 years ago, I took my first yoga class just over 2 years ago, I think 2.5 years ago,
Hmm.
and I resisted it for forever. So I didn't see the value of yoga until a few years ago. And knowing that that comes directly from my personal experience, I just want to take people on the journey of seeing how powerful yoga is and how it can be a true healing stress relief journey. And if they don't want to take on that journey, I let them make that choice. I
Hmm.
just hope to empower them to give a couple beginner classes a try. At our studio, we don't believe in all levels yoga.
Hmm.
We actually firmly believe in making a really like firm beginner yoga curriculum
Hmm.
where the new yogis can be empowered to succeed, and it helps make this journey a realistic part of the healing process, the healing plan for our clients.
Right.
So
And I agree with you right there because a lot of beginners come and they feel really overwhelmed by people who can do that Paschimottanasana, that forward fold right away effortlessly, and they can barely move a couple of inches, I mean, and so I do agree with you there that it's really important to have a beginner class that are for your level. Have a class for your level, right?
100%. That
Yeah,
there should be more challenging classes as
yeah.
well, but for the beginner, a lot of studios focus on all levels classes, and there's
Um, yeah, and I'm sorry, Matt. I'm just finding this so fascinating. Um, I do have a quick question though for you. What's your
for
favorite
sure.
yoga posture and why?
My favorite yoga posture, I'm gonna have to say either downward dog or lizard lunge, and
Ah,
I'm gonna tell you why lizard lunge, because I'm a guy, and I've been working on opening up my hips. So for me personally, that's my personal favorite. And downward dog I see as the most powerful. Yeah, and it's an underrated position. It's an underrated pose. And I love them both so much. I could probably do them all the time, and it's awesome.
yeah, yeah. That's yeah. See, and I find the lizard lunge. I find that. Yeah, it's not my favorite. Not my favorite. But um, now, can you very, very quickly, can you just sort of talk about, I'm kind of, I've got so much to ask you, but you are online, right? Your classes are online.
Yes.
You do private classes as well online,
Yep. Online
right?
and yep.
And if you would like more information about Matthew Hamburger and the Holisticrats Yoga and Wellness Studio, you can visit holisticrats.com. That name is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
HOLISTICRATS. Um, and what do you have a daily routine very quickly in about, can you do it in 20 seconds? Your daily routine to begin and end your day.
My daily routine, the
Yeah.
first thing I do is I cuddle my dog. I,
Yes.
I I move around a little bit and I drink water.
Perfect. That is perfect. You do that all day.
I do that every day, whether I think about it or not. My dog cuddles me. I'm always drinking water, and I always strive to do the Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
I love that, and I it's amazing.
Oh, thank you so much, Matthew. He's on Facebook at Posture PD and or Holisticrats, on Instagram at Posture PD and Holisticrats Yoga. Please look Matthew up. He's an absolute delight. And I haven't met Juliana, but I'm sure she's a delight too. Thank you again for being here, Matthew, on Yin Yoga Lifestyle.
Thank you. Have a balanced day.
You too, sweetie. And please don't forget to check us out at yinyogalifestyle.com for free yin yoga videos and where you can sign up for online yin yoga classes with yours truly and get your first class for free. Just drop me an email at yinyogalifestyle@gmail.com and we can get you started on your daily yin yoga routine. It's that easy. Thank you for joining Yin Yoga Lifestyle, adding enlightenment, calm, balance, and creativity to your everyday life. I am your host, Colette Darville. Join us next time to continue our journey of balancing into a state of perfect harmony. Until then, this is Colette Darville, reminding you to inhale, sow, and exhale, hum.